Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last night of our 3-night series. This is game time. This is game day, opening day, whatever you want to call it. Just like any athlete, guys, you can show up to training. You can show up to two-a-days. You can do all of the tools that they give you every single day. But if you don't show up to the game, you can't win, right? You can do those two-a-days, but you're not going to walk away with the Super Bowl championship if you don't play in the game. So right now we're going to talk about action, because it's great that you have all these tools. It's great that you have all of this at your fingertips, but if you don't put in that action, nothing is going to happen. This is our game season. This is it, guys. And so we want to make sure that you leave this Zoom putting in action. And that's why we're going to start with that action at the end of this Zoom. But guys, you have your hands on YouTubes. I mean, there's tons of YouTube channels. Tons of leaders have YouTube channels. Top leaders, corporate, there's so many YouTube channels that you have your fingertips on. There's Zooms like these, whether it's your team Zoom, whether it's a sideline Zoom, whether you just hop on and it is a working Zoom, you have access to Zooms. Team pages, guys. I know that you're on a team page, even if we're not all on the same one. You are on a page, and guess what? You can go up to the top of that page and search anything that you need access to. It's just like an online dictionary, kind of like your employee handbook. That information doesn't go anywhere. You have access to eSuite, the documents in eSuite. I mean, you have access to your website. You have access to the Connect app, all the training that our corporate level gives us. There's endless amounts of resources that you have from team level to corporate level. So there is no excuses at all as to why you cannot be successful in this business. It's okay if you don't know everything. Imperfect action, guys, is still action. And that's what you need to remember. It's okay if you don't have that perfect post or that perfect message or that perfect response. As long as you are putting in the action, it's action, no matter how it is and how it's delivered. It doesn't matter what eSuite says right now. What your paid edge rank is right now or what it was last month, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are brand new. It doesn't matter if you are 5 years in this business. It doesn't matter if you are hundreds away from your goal or if you're thousands away from your goal. It doesn't matter what happened in 2020 or what happened in 2015. It doesn't matter if your great Aunt Karen doesn't support you, okay? What matters is what is right here. What matters is what is in your heart. What matters is your why. What matters is the reason why you clicked that submit button to begin with. What matters is all of those dreams and goals that you have on your dream board. All the stuff all the debt that you want to pay off. Everything that you want to leave that legacy for your family. That's what matters. Stop worrying about what the past is. Show up as the person you want to be. Show up as the rank that you want to see in eSuite. Stop worrying about what it says right now, okay? Show up as the rank that you want to see in eSuite. Are you tired of being tired? If you're tired of being tired, then what are you going to do about it? That's the big question, guys. You have control over that. Again, we can give you every single tool to be successful in this business, but you and only you are the one that can pick up your phone and actually do those steps that we're telling you to do. Okay, and I want y'all to realize how worthy y'all are. It is time that you wake up and you take responsibility for where you want to be. Okay, because again, we can't do that for you. You are in a position that you have been praying for. A lot of y'all prayed so hard for God to give you an opportunity to get you out of a hole, prayed for God to give you an opportunity to help you pay off your debt, to help you come home to your babies, to help you travel more, whatever that prayer is. You've been praying for that, and it is right here at your fingertips. I printed this out to read this because I knew I would butcher it if I didn't type it out. But it says, a man was drowning and asked God to help him. A boat came by wanting to help the man. The man refused and said that God would save him. The man drowned and went to heaven. He asked God, why didn't you save me? God responded, I sent a boat to get you. You did not get on. Guys, this is your boat. This is your time. It's here. Everything that you've been praying for is here. But if you don't get on that boat, that's on you. You have the ability to change everything. Everything. But the question is, will you? You got to remember, guys, that the day that you plant that seed is not the day that you eat that fruit. So you have to show up every single day. Every single day you need to show up and you need to put in that action. That doesn't mean just right now. That doesn't mean, 30 minutes after you get off this Zoom. That doesn't mean, just next week. That means every single day you need to show up, because you are worthy of that. Your family is worthy of that. Your legacy is worthy of that. Your team is worthy of that. And don't forget that. This is your opportunity. This is your boat. And I don't want to see y'all miss that. So I'm going to shoot this over to Lachelle, and she's going to talk to you about time management.
I'm going to talk to you about a lot of things that Tiffany just said. And I just need to start out by saying that you have given me anxiety. You have so much life. Can we just let's do some threes. The life that you speak. I need to know your sign. Okay, I'm going to need to ask your sign, but oh my gosh, so much life. And I will tell you right now, guys, all right, if you are on this Zoom and you want to be Tiffany, I want to give you permission right now, because I was on a Zoom prior to this and I applied these lines on my face on that Zoom. And it was probably distracting, but I set myself up for the feeling that I wanted to feel here. So you have permission to go get some black, whatever you want to put on your face. Because when you do this and you put these lines on your face, you are going to feel so empowered, as if you are actually stepping up in full football gear. You don't know what the hell you're doing, but you're on that line and you just know I'm ready to play. Oh, okay, well, that was an amazing start. Soma, I just want to be your friend. Okay, so let me just start with time management, okay? And just going off a lot of the things that she said, just talking about doing, all right, having things to do. I've been through so many chapters in my business that I have had to actually truly put my hands over my time management and work through them, because when I joined this business, I was in a relationship that didn't involve much time, I guess. I could commit fully. I had a dog that had an open door that could go out. I had no responsibility, truly, no responsibility, nothing to where I could say I'm so busy. But then as life developed and as I had more responsibilities pile up as a developing adult, and finding another relationship or moving or just life happening or having a child is another test that I was really put through, that I had to challenge my time management, because it is so easy to say that we're busy. All right, it's so easy. And I know what that feels like. I have felt busy so many times in my business, but then I've also prove myself wrong and be like, you were busy, you were just really bad at time management. And those are just lies that we tell ourselves. But the sooner that we aren't in denial and we just actually do something about it, the more empowered and the faster empowered that you will feel. So put some black stuff on your face. We're all watching. I'm telling you, it'll put you in a different space. And we want you to hear this. All right. Something that I really think that was just a really great way for me to find structure after having a child, because I feel like that's when my time management really was tested, was, and I still do this to this day. So that's the thing, is that it has stuck around that long. This is still my go-to, especially when I'm focused, I'm a night owl. I came from the industry. I was a bartender for a very long time. So my mind is the best later. but I still go to bed early. But I know that if I plan my day tomorrow, I'm in a mindset space where I will set myself up tomorrow. It's like I'm being my best friend because I know what I need to get done tomorrow. I know what my day looks like tomorrow with a little bit of like things you can expect because you have kids. But like really though, I like to set myself up for tomorrow because the one thing I hate and I have hated through these like chapters of thinking I'm busy or like wanting to be productive or like wanting to be on these power hours to do something, I'm going to get there too, and not having anything to do, was that I really hated starting a day and sitting down and with nothing to do because I didn't prepare myself the day before. And what I still to this day is like, I put on top of my page tonight. So tonight, I will literally plan tomorrow. I will write down what I need tomorrow so that when LaShala just woke up, sits down at her desk, she knows what she did yesterday and what she has to do tomorrow. And I write myself down notes like you put up 42 host posts yesterday. You need to go check every single one of them. And like sometimes I will literally write out 1 through 42. And that way I'm keeping myself accountable where I'm having a worksheet to fill out the next day. Because it will show you how much you're not busy and how much you truly just need to go back to time management like we did in high school, where we had spirals of our entire next day planned or what we had to study that night. Guys, we all had the different colored pencils and pens in high school, and we knew what tomorrow was going to bring. Okay, so set yourself up right now. Why do we not take a skill that we did this skill for a long time? That was 4 years. Like we were good at it. By the time we were seniors, like you might still have some of your spirals because they're so pretty, right? Because they were so organized. It's the same in this business. Start, plan your day tomorrow. And because if you don't, well, like I hated the days where I would sit down and I feel like I had nothing to do. So I would start filling it with things that had nothing to do with my business. And then that would convince myself that I was busy. I mean, so I wanted to show you, like this is a Thursday and a Friday. These were pre-written. So I would write these the night before. And like, for instance, like going to this page, and I was like, I can't wait to show this page. I wrote this on a Thursday night, and it was a Friday, okay? And it said, Kylie placed a 30 GV order. So I needed to update my calculations. Lisa and Nicole, I signed as distributors. They needed to go to who? And I wrote their ID numbers. And this says loyals to move. And that's how many loyals I needed to move on that Friday. Isn't that insane? Now, here's the thing that I want to tell you about time management. I sat down today and I did so many host posts. And I was so intentional with getting host posts up. Now, I have not touched those host posts besides the touching that I've needed to do with host posts, like liking, commenting, and saving to a collection, because I set myself up for those host posts because I want to wake up tomorrow early with my child, before my child actually, and I want to start adding all those people from those host posts because I plan to respond to all of those things tomorrow. So maybe you're on this Zoom right now because we're going to give you some tasks. And you understand, like when you're working this business, there are times that I have found myself thinking that I can't do anything now because I don't have enough time tonight. All right. Give yourself this space even tonight to do things for you tomorrow, setting yourself up for tomorrow. And I have noticed just with my sequences of like being successful and consistent in this business is truly always setting myself up for tomorrow. And like there are nights, I'm not even kidding you, where I will just be tired and I'm done with like last night. Like last night I had to jump off the Zoom early because we had a TMI, but like a mom situation I had to come in on. It was blowout. It was so gross. But like I was so tired, but I had to come here and tell myself what to do after I was already in bed. And I felt so much guilt for not writing my list. And I literally came in here right now, like really just fast, scribbled down things I needed to do and then went back. And Michael goes, "You're going on another run again, huh?" And I'm like, yeah, like he knows it so much. Like I have to be scheduled with it, but it sets yourself up and it doesn't set yourself up for disappointment tomorrow when you're like, what should I do today? Tell yourself the night before. Okay, so something that I'm just going to kick off our power hour with, all right, is APIs. And I want to kind of give you the mindset around APIs, something that has just led me in the last 5 years over APIs. I'm telling you, I love my loyal customers so much. Almost every single personally enrolled diamond or above that I have was a loyal customer prior. And when I say almost, I'm literally saying 9 out of 10 people. Like there might be a few in there, but they were all loyal customers first. And I love my loyal customers so much. And you have to think about the fact that like your loyal customers already have their credit card in the system. They are already consumers. They have already looked for a product that they want to work for them, but it might not have been the product that worked for them. All right. And like when you come out with new products, like us coming out with new products, especially a new clinically proven weight loss product. And I mean, I'm assuming that the entire company has ran its course and are still taking advantage of the fact of TFX Host a Post is amazing. And TFX is one of our clinically proven products for weight loss. And now we have another one that we can put clinically proven behind, where I was so excited to message all of my loyal customers to get API orders that I wasn't even like, I had to get ready because I love my loyal customers so much and I wanted to start reaching out to them. And I wanted to start getting orders because what if TFX didn't work for them, but the Slimming Gummies with TFX would, or maybe just Slimming Gummies. Like I was so excited for them to try a different product because maybe one product wasn't for them, but maybe this is the product that is for them, because my entire goal is, I mean, isn't the goal to have a customer that finds a product that she wants to sell? Isn't that the line of goals? It's the line of goals, right? I think it is. And also just remembering that like if they already have their credit card in the system, like they will purchase again. Like they are wanting to find something for them. So like that's where you have to put your mindset with that too. And the only other thing that I want to say before I'm going to give you some messages was, so these, okay, I'm going to give you guys messages, right? You have to remember that when you are working credit cards that are already in the system, people that are already in the system, and you are looking for API orders, you know they already have purchased. I think that it's so important with loyal customers to make sure that you are sending photos of other people with the products because they already have products, all right? They have products. And if they lost a lot of weight or their hair grew a lot, and I've already had these customers, like I have had so many customers that have lost so much weight that are so proud of what they've accomplished that they now have turned into like by themselves, like not even told me, and then they'll post before and afters and they will just say, and this is because of Lachelle and the It Works products, or like her hair. And like I've had so many hair skin nails customers, like these products are amazing. And like those all transition distributors, but you have to think about like, you have to, I just lost my train of thought for a second. Oh no, okay. So you just have to think about like, you're trying to find somebody to talk about your product. All right. And if these are these customers, I'm telling you, not only do they turn into the best distributors, but they're going to bring so many referrals and you have to take care of them. So I want to give you guys some scripts, and you have to remember that no matter when they were enrolled, whether it was a year ago, 2 years ago, guys, I was messaging people from 5 years ago, right when I joined, and I got orders. I'm also going to share some of Amanda Sobek, yes, and Amber Hart. She was able to bring in 1,000 GV in 48 hours from this message. So I don't know if you want to start some music or something, but I want you guys to think about this too, because I will also give you a message. If you have messaged all of your gummies, like it, and there it's about gummies, but if you message everybody about the gummies, like don't be afraid to follow up with your current loyal customers. Like, have you followed up? Just because they didn't respond, have they followed up? And now I remember what I was talking about. I send pictures, sorry. Send pictures because it shows them like they have products and then they see somebody else holding the product. They don't know if it's a distributor or a loyal customer or not. They have no idea. But all they see is somebody else happy holding the products, and they want, like I'm telling you, people want to post about a product that they love and they think it's an opportunity for them, the whole wraparound. But okay, that's it. I don't know where I am, but I'm gonna send it through the chat. Maybe start some music. And it's Tiffany Her. That's the photo I'm sending. And this is the same thing that Amber did to bring in 1,000 volume in 48 hours at the end of last month. I'm gonna put this in this chat. But the picture I'm gonna put in our actual chat. I just put in the chat. I don't know why I won't let me paste it. And when you try,
It's too long.
maybe I try to like just look at the section. I don't know if it's because I have like word prompts. And then I don't know if you want to put that on maybe of like our like screen. But I just be putting that to all of my little customers.
Me, I say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, everybody say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, let me, I say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, everybody say, well, boom, 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 no, let me, I say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, everybody say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, let me, I say, well, I say, boom, 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 no, everybody say, well. Now it is. It's the Afterblast. Back in the room. Ready to rock the world with the moon. So I hope you can stand the vibration. Cause we're about to rock the entire nation. Alright? Here we go. I say boom boom boom. Now let me hear say well.
When I dance, they call me Macarena, and the boys they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have me, so they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chant with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino.
All right, that took forever. My computer is like giving me like roll it up. Okay.
Now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Come and find me, my name is Macarena. Always at the party con las chicas que están buenas. Come join me, dance with me, and all you fellas chat along with me.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
All right, so I probably should have blown my whistle to catch y'all's attention. I know that if you guys haven't messaged your current customers about the gummies, that's going to take you a while. So make sure you have those messages saved, because we are going to move on to some other tasks just so that people have something new to work on. Because I know, especially Lachelle's team, they've already gone through these messages. So I don't want to keep you guys on here doing that for too long, but make sure you snag those message scripts from the chat. I have saved them, so we will have them with the recording as well. But I'm going to piggyback off of a few things that she shared about time management, and then we are actually going to be doing some prizes and giveaways. So I want you guys to be keeping track of any API or new customers, new distributors that you sign tonight, because it's going to get fun and it's going to get crazy. I even have a foam finger and pom-poms and a whistle. You guys, if you know me, I'm not blue. This is like, I've never in 9 years put on face paint for a Zoom, but I'm feeling it, and we might do it now as like a weekly thing on our team, because Lachelle's right. You just feel a little bit different when you put the face paint on there, like you're ready for war. So I love it. Okay, so I am like Lachelle. I feel way better when I plan my next day the night before, even if it's just a 6 list. I need to start writing mine out, but you guys, even if it's just in your phone, just in the notes of your phone, like, here's the things that I must get done. And I've preached this a lot with my team, but I think sometimes our to-do list, if we really think about everything we need to do that week or that month, we have like one running to-do list that never goes down to nothing. But you need to know exactly what you're doing tomorrow, not all week, not all month. You need to have a plan for the next day. Otherwise, you will look up and you will have gotten nothing done. Have you guys drop a 1 in the chat if you ever have days where you're like, I'm so tired and I'm going to bed, but I don't even know what I did today. Okay, that's a problem, but it happens when you work from your phone, because we feel like if we have our phone in our hand all day, that we're working all day. But if you're not being intentional with that time, you guys, you are wasting time for your personal life and your family, and you're wasting time for your business. So, make a 6 list, and a 6 list can include things for your personal life, but it needs to include things for your business too. One thing that I really like to do in the evenings is send out my feelers to get host to post up. So either green light messaging, asking people if they'd be willing to post for me in exchange for an entry to win, or I'll make a post about our giveaway that we've got going on late at night. And you guys, I'll literally make the post and I'll turn my phone over and I'll go to bed and I'll wake up and I'll respond to comments then. So I know yesterday there were some people in the chat saying, I just get so overwhelmed with all the people I have to message. Like, I truly do that. If they want to win, right now we're doing a mini iPad. I don't know what you guys are giving away, but right now we're giving an iPad. If they won't wait until tomorrow morning to get a free entry to win an iPad, they're not your person. Okay. So it's okay to let those things kind of like circulate for a little bit and then knock them all out at once. So that way, when I wake up in the morning, I already know I've got people to post for me. I already have people in my inbox saying, sure, send me a caption. So that just makes me feel so much better first thing in the morning, as well as figuring out what I'm going to post the next day. Even if it has nothing to do with the business or products, even if I don't have a photo to go with it yet, having a caption or an idea of what I'm going to post the next morning always makes me feel much better about my day. We know that posting is not everything in this business, but there's some sort of piece when you've got like a story up and a post up right to start your day, where you can kind of mark that off your list and not think about it for several hours. An app that I just started using, I think there's a free trial, and then it's like, I don't know, it's super cheap if this is something that you guys struggle with, but it's called Routinery. And it basically lets you create some different routines based on what level you have, but like you can do a morning routine and you can put all the things that you want to get done first thing in the morning and how long it should take you to do those things. Even if it's like drink 8 ounces of water and then do 15 minutes of personal development and then respond to the people in your inbox. And you can actually start it in the morning and it'll run you through those things, because it is so insane how much time we waste by multitasking. It's credible how little time things actually take, but how long we drag them out because of multitasking, scrolling, notifications popping up in our phone. So if that's something you struggle with, that app has been really fun. I just started playing around with it, but, and then saving post ideas. You guys, I think a lot of people waste a lot of time coming up with content for their page, feeling like that's one of the most important things that you can do. But really, our most important work is what we do here and what we do in our inbox. It's not from the post on your page. Like, yes, you want to post consistently, and yes, you want to have bright pictures, and there's all sorts of social media tips, but thank goodness for those of you that have been in this business for years, posting used to be a much bigger deal. But now that host to post has come along, other people are posting for us. We don't have to post nearly as much. So don't waste time doing that. When you see a post on Facebook or Instagram that you love a caption, save it to a collection, just like you guys probably do with host to post. Come back and use it another day, tweak it, make it your own. But it's not, I don't know if any of you feel this way, but when I spend like 20 minutes coming up with this perfect caption for a photo that I've taken, it gets like 3 likes. When I throw up some random thing and I kind of tweak someone else's post, those are the ones that do well. So why do we waste too much time? Like, yes, you want to provide value to your followers, but don't get so caught up in wasting time, especially since I think a majority of you guys would agree that you have a busy schedule, right? So just make sure you're prioritizing the actions that you are taking in your business. Look at that KPI tracker or 6 list or whatever you're doing and decide what are these things, which of these things actually make me the most money, and do those things first. And the other things are bonus, they're extra, they're fluff on top of that. So I am going to give you guys just a couple of tips for promoting, and then we're going to jump into this power hour. So these are a couple of my biggest tips for promoting in 2021, which I think is most of you guys. The first thing is, and this is a given, you've got to take responsibility for your business. Nobody can make you show up. Nobody can build it for you. There is someone busier than you, younger than you, older than you, less experienced than you, that has been in for less time than you, with a smaller network than you, that's going to figure it out. That's going to do it. That's going to promote to that rank you keep saying you want. So you have to make the decision that you will too, and you have to stop speaking those things out loud over your business. The second thing is you have to clearly know where you are headed. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but that means having a chart. That means knowing what that type of income will do for your family, not just, it would be nice to have an extra $500 a month. What is that $500 a month going to pay for? That means knowing your numbers, knowing what you need on your chart, knowing how many distributors you need, knowing who on your team needs what volume to hit their promotions. And then you also can't give your business an ultimatum. If there is anyone on here tonight that's like, I'm going to give it till March, I'm going to give it 90 days to see what I can do, I'm going to give it, if I don't go emerald by this day, then fill in the blank. If that sounds like a goal that you have, you guys got to flip that so fast. Because if you are already giving your brain a way out of this business, a way out of your goal, guess what? Your actions are going to support that. Your brain is so powerful that if you already have a plan B over here, your actions are going to support that. But if you are do or die, this is happening, I have to make it happen no matter how long it takes, I'm going emerald, I'm going diamond, I'm going double diamond, your actions will also support that. And you will show up differently every single day. You'll talk to people differently when you have that do or die mentality. When you put those black lines under your eyes and you're a warrior, you will show up for your business differently. And then the last two things are make some goals that you can control. I think too often we put this goal of a certain rank or a certain paycheck. And yes, I believe whatever your goal is for 2021, you've got 12 months to do it. I believe you can do it. But you also need to have some goals along the way that you can personally control. We call these effort goals. And it might be how many host to post you get up. It might be looking at your friends list tonight, seeing how many friends you have and making a goal for how many friends you're going to have by the end of the month. Because those things are truly what you can control in this business. And we can't always control what other people do. We can't always control when people are ready or when they have the money. But there are things that you can control, and you need to feel proud of yourself at the end of every month. You need to have a goal that you can be proud of, regardless of the outcome of your business or your rank or your paycheck. And then the very last thing is just embrace it, you guys. Like Lachelle said, put the freaking lines under your eyes, put some paint on your eyes. You're here. Don't go halfway. Do the silly things. Do the things that feel weird. When your team does Zooms and they ask you to show up and put on sports gear, just do it. Why not? Go all. 2021 is the year to go all in. Don't go halfway and then look up in 2022 and wonder, that is weird to say 2022, but don't look up and wonder what would have happened had you just really done the things that they talked about on the Zooms. And if you would have really just shown up and done the silly personal development exercises that they had you do at events. And so you're in direct sales. You're a networks girl, you're network marketing, you make money from your phone. Okay, we can all agree that all 142 people on here, that's you. Who cares? Like, embrace everything about what we do and what we get to do, because this business is a gift and you have to present it in that way. And are you really going to go halfway in this business that you have already joined and started posting and talking about, and then prove some of the haters right because you never went all in? That doesn't make sense. You're already here, you already signed up, you're already posting about it. Like, go all in, or you will look up and you'll regret it and you'll wonder. And I think it was Stacy yesterday saying that she joined in 2014 and all these people that she originally joined with, they're ambassadors now. Can you guys imagine if you look up in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you're like, oh my gosh, Lachelle's a freaking double black diamond making $100,000 a month, and Tiffany Pfeiffer's double ambassador. And man, that could have been me. I could have been a part of that momentum. So just go all in, just embrace the fact that you're here and be so freaking proud of it. And know that you're not alone. While there's some people that don't understand it, you've got hundreds, thousands, 100,000 people in this company that believe in this industry and what it can do for your life. So that all being said, we are going to do some just some power hour tasks. I encourage you guys to stay on, limit distractions for the next 30 to 60 minutes, however long you can stay on, because thinking about working does not make you any money. Scrolling does not make you any money, okay? So we are going to give you some tasks. I have this really super fancy board for booms that we will cross off as we go. I will get my foam finger and whistle out, so just wait. And you guys can, I actually would love for people to unmute. If you get an order or you get a new customer, new distributor, you can freaking unmute yourself and shout it out. If you don't want to do that, it's fine. We will shout for you and you can put it in the chat, but we will keep track and we're going to give prizes out probably for like, I think we're gonna do every 10 booms. We've got some sweet prizes for you guys. So the first thing that we are going to do tonight is, and I don't know if your team does this, Lachelle, but my team will know, but we're gonna boost old posts. And what that means is we save a lot of our weight loss posts or hair, skin, and nail posts or whatever. We have collections for a bunch of our different products. And if you are brand new, we'll give you something else to do. But if you've been in for a little bit, I want you to go back through your newsfeed and you're actually going to boost some of your old posts with either a before and after photo, or you're going to boost it with information on the gummies. And I'm going to give you the verbiage here in the chat that I used. It does have kind of a funny font, so I know sometimes that doesn't always go across in the chat. Let me see here. But I almost always sign loyal customers or get additional orders when I go through and I boost posts. So for example, I have a ton of my old TFX posts in a folder for TFX, and I will go back through it, even if it's 2 years old, and I will post something like what I just put in the chat in the comments of that post. Okay, it's going to start recirculating these things on Facebook. People that commented on it before are going to get notifications, and a lot of people that are seeing your post are going to see back-to-back posts about TFX. But it never fails. I know Tiffany is a huge advocate of boosting posts. And so I want to encourage you guys to go back through and do that. Same thing with hair, skin, and nails, or anything that you advertise most often. Go to the company Pinterest board, grab a before and after picture, and just drop it in the comments of your old hair, skin, and nail post. Okay, so we're going to spend a few minutes doing that. And yeah, I'll put on some music. If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. But that is what we are working on. Again, if you don't already have collections set up, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and do that. It's also nice because then you can find old potentials that maybe you forgot about, because they should be in the comments of those threads.
Y'all ready for this?
Sorry, I did forgot to give you guys a task. If you are new or you don't have a ton of old posts to boost, that's okay. It's something that you'll know about moving forward. You can go through your newsfeed right now, and I just want you to interact with people on your newsfeed using 4-word comments or more. So just using genuine comments with people in your newsfeed. So you guys can work on that for a second, because interacting with your newsfeed does help determine who's actually seeing your post.
Get down with the sound, house on the ground, freeze when I squeeze, drop to your knees. You must have been out in here to stay, ready to take you around the way, so you're ready for this. Mind your own
We had our first boom in the chat, by the way. So I'm going to mark off the number one. I think Jess said she got an API order of 2 gummies because of that script. And also I did want to point out, because Chantel had a really good point in the chat. For those of you that have never saved your product post to a collection, a really good way to find them is by searching Facebook for keywords, and then you can search like post by yourself. And then you can search like 2 pills or 31, because we know a lot of times we don't necessarily say TFX or Thermophytex. So that's a good way to find your old product posts. Cleanse ones are really good to boost. Typically what I do is do 1 product at a time. So I'll do this a couple times a week. Sometimes I'll do cleanse. A couple days later, I'll do hair, skin, and nails, etc. But you just use the search box at the top and then filter it for post by you. Apparently someone got 3 LCs in the last 10 minutes too. So getting it. All right, so we're at 4 enrollments or 4 booms.
I think it doesn't matter, super dope, deaf, and even outrageous. If I was an animal that kept me in cages, so get ready for this. Y'all ready for this?
We take you to the Hotel Martinet in Brooklyn, where Bobby Millett and his orchestra are offering a program of dance music.
Yeah, 1994. 69 boys backed up by the Quad City DJs. One time, cotton candy, sweetie, go. Let me see the Tootsie Roll. Come on, just make that Tootsie Roll. Here we go, just make that Tootsie Roll. Yeah, come on, let me see that Tootsie Roll. Get up and roll, and make that Tootsie Roll. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front.
All right. Hopefully that gives you something that you guys can be adding to your weekly to-do list. All right, we're at 9 booms, I think. So we're almost ready for a giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys your next task. Something though I did want to mention about boosting is anytime you have a customer that sends you like a testimony or a text message saying how much they love the coffee or how much weight they've lost or whatever, that's also a great thing to drop in the comments of those posts because it shows those people that commented that are now going to get a notification. It's showing them like, hey, this person has a customer that is seeing great results with that product I was interested in, especially those people that ghost you. So you'll have a lot of people that come back around and order. So we are going to work on some host to post because if you guys didn't hear yesterday, host to post is still where it's at. So we're going to work really hard on host to post for a bit. And then I've got a couple of other things that are a little bit less income producing that will help you set you up for a good week. But since it's getting later, I want to make sure we get to host to post. So I'm going to throw some different things in the chat for you guys to get some host to post up tonight and to hopefully set yourself up to have some host to post first thing in the morning. So if you guys, again, I don't know what your team, Lachelle, or any Kara's team that's on here, if you guys are doing a giveaway this month. So you will have to tweak the wording on some of these just based on that. But if you haven't posted about the giveaway in the last, usually I say post about it about once a week. Sometimes if you're newer, you might have to post about it a little bit more often, assuming your network's a little bit smaller and you're going to get less comments at first. I'm going to put a few giveaway posts that I have used this month that have done pretty well, that people have commented on, and I've been able to get some posts up. So I'm going to put those in the chat first, and feel free to share. If you guys have one that's worked well for you, feel free to share that as well. And then even though it's January 12th, this one is still getting comments for me about people having their Christmas decor still up. So you guys can do that and just tweak the prize if you need to. So that's one thing that you can do. And then I'm going to give you a few other options for those of you that maybe haven't been getting good feedback on your giveaway post, or you just maybe did one yesterday or something and you don't want to post one again. So here is the one that we talked about last night. This is for green light messaging. So you guys can go through your green light messaging. Green light is just showing you who's active on social media right now on Facebook. And you can go through because those people are going to be the most likely to respond quickly because they're actually on their phone or computer. And so you can message them and ask them if they want to post for an entry. You know, I think so many times we get so caught up in our giveaway post on our actual page that we forget we can actually just ask people to post for us, that they're not seeing everything that we post, that just because they didn't comment on a giveaway post doesn't mean they don't want an iPad or cash or whatever we're giving away. In fact, our team has been doing giveaways for about a year now. Before we did giveaways, we just asked people to post for us out of the kindness of their heart. And you guys, it still worked. So don't be scared. If you are not getting up the number of host to post that you want, start asking people to post for you. The other thing that you can do right now to get some host to post up is go through your inbox and remind people that said they wanted to post for an entry that have not posted for an entry. You can send them this message. I'm giving you lots of options. So there's no excuses for getting up some host to post right now. So you can send them a quick reminder. A lot of times they just forget. And then another really easy way to get host to post up, I usually do this in the first few days of the month, is I go through my collection where I saved all of my host to posts from last month and I reach out to those people. Clearly, they were willing to post for me last month. There's a good chance they will post for me this month. So here is a message that you can use for that. Anyone that has ever posted before for you, that's a quick way to get some up. And then one last, two. Okay, here is a message for a potential customer that maybe you've been talking to and they've either ghosted you or they told you they don't have the money to order right now. You can also ask them to post for you. So there is a message for that. But the last thing I was going to tell you, if you are someone on here that's like, I have a hard time finding people to post for me. I don't ever, I don't even get close to having 10 people post for me ever. I don't get comments on my giveaway posts, whatever. Okay. We're going to stop talking that way about host to post, first of all. But second of all, I want you, for the next at least 3 people that say they will post for you, I want you to give them a giveaway post. Okay. Or a partnering up post, whatever you guys call it. And I'm going to give you the 2 that work best for me tonight, or that have been working the best for me. And so you will have people post this on their wall. Let me make sure. Again, just tweak the prize a little bit, but these tend to get a bunch of comments, and it's an easy way to grow your network pretty fast. I find that sometimes these people won't even post for me, but they still have added to my network, and the next time I post about the giveaway, they'll post for me then. So, all right. So there is some stuff for you guys to work on. We'll do this for about 10 minutes or so. Let's see if we can all at least get up 3 host to post before the 10 minutes are over. Should be pretty easy with all those messages I just gave you guys.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed. See raw face.
To get down, I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm a winner, no not a loser. To be an MC is what I choose. Ladies love me, girls adore me. I mean even the ones who never saw me like the way that I rhyme at a show. The reason why, man, I don't know. So let's go, cause funky concept. Listen up, cause I'm gonna keep you in step. I got an idea that I wanna share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I'm number 1, the uno, I like pump. Bring all the suckers, cause all of them I'll stomp. Won't neglect, but I will protect all of my followers, cause all I want is respect. I'm not a boxer, but the man who rocks ya. A slick brother that can easy out fox ya. Cause I'm Rob, the last name Basis. And over mic, I'm known to be the freshest. So let's start, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not a sucker, so I don't need a bodyguard. I won't fess, wear bulletproof vests. Don't smoke Buddha, can't stand sex, yes. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. The situation that the bass is in, I'm kinda stingy, that's why I don't wanna win. A funky rhyme to a foe or a good friend. Listen up, cause I want you to comprehend. Cause I'm the leader, the man, superior. I take curia and then you get wearier. So just sit, my rhymes are not counterfeit. The record sells, which makes this one a hit. It won't hurt to listen to Red Alert. Take off your shirt, make sure it don't hit the dirt. I like the kids, the guys, the girls. I won't get done cause this is raw-based world. I'm on a mission, you better just listen to my rhymes cause I'm all about dissing cause it takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. I stand alone, don't need anyone. Cause I'm raw, just came to have fun. Don't need friends that act like foes. Cause I'm raw, based, the one who knows about things that make you get weary. Don't cheer me, just hear me out. Cause I got the clout, shout. Before I turn the party out, I won't stutter, project my voice, speak clearly. So you can be my choice on stage or on record. Go to the whiz and select it. Take it off the rack, if it's whack, put it back. I like the Whopper, the Big Mac. If you want static, so let's go. So, throw up your hands, go for what you know. Bro, I got an ego. Yo, talking to me? No. Oh, cause Robbers in the front, easy rockers on the back up. We're not soft, so you better just fellas, you ready now? 1, 2, 3, get loose now.
Here is the dome, back with the bass, pajamas live in effect, and I don't waste time on the mic with a dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, jump. And I'm here to combine beats and lyrics to make you shake your pants, take a chance. Come on and dance, guys, grab a girl, don't wait, make a twirl. It's your world and I'm just a squirrel, trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. So yo, what's up? Hands in the air, come on, say yeah. Everybody over here, everybody over there. The crowd is live and I will do this groove. Party people in the house, move. Move. Pause, take a breath and go for yours on my command. Now hit the dance floor. It's gonna make you sweat till you bleed. Is that open up? Indeed, I paid the price to control the dice. I'm more precise. To the point, I'm nice. The music takes control. Your heart and soul unfold. Your body is free and behold. Dance so you can't dance, so you can't dance no more. Get on the floor and get raw. Dip, come back then upside down. Easy now. Let me see you move. Move.
Okay, I know we could all work on Host to Post for a lot longer. I want to make sure, and you guys can let me know in the chat, otherwise I'll screen share here in a little bit. But when you have people post about the giveaway for you, are you having them friend you and message you? Do you guys do that? Yeah. Because I was going to screen share like my request folder. I kept my request folder all unread just so that I could screen share if I needed to, but just with all the people messaging me wanting an entry. I feel like that helps my sanity some days with host to post. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next task, and that is going to be converting potential distributors that have been dragging their feet and helping them become loyal customers instead. This is specifically a good time to do it because $39 codes are gone, and if they didn't sign up for $39, it's a great time to try to convert them to a potential customer. So I'm gonna send you guys an example of what I mean as far as message scripts. And then you should have been following up with these people about $39 kits. So they should be in your inbox somewhere, either through text or through Messenger. Let me go ahead and send this script, but this is one of my favorite ways to sign loyal customers. But hear me out. You don't just send this to someone as soon as they tell you they can't join or they don't have the money or whatever. You're going to address the objections, talk through it. This is for people that have been dragging their feet forever, that they've watched $20, they've watched $39 codes, half off kits, and they still aren't joining. This is a way to seal the deal with them because right now they're not helping you, not being on your team and not being a customer. At least give them the opportunity to enjoy the products because like Lachelle said, once they love the products, it's going to be a no-brainer for them to join. So that's the message that I've used to convert my PDTs to become loyal customers. So go through your inbox, follow up with those people if you have not already, offer them the customer program, and we'll do that for a few minutes.
You drew a picture on my morning, but you couldn't make my day. Hey!
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly and is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
I saw the question from, well, actually, she just sent it to me, but it's okay. She meant to send it to everyone in the chat. But I was going to mention this. If you are worried about messaging people late, I honestly never stop messaging at a certain time, especially through Facebook. Like, I won't text people extremely late, but on Facebook, I just assume if people are sleeping that their Facebook notifications aren't on. So I've never had someone that has been upset that I've messaged them too late on Facebook. So to answer your question, I personally, I don't think about it. If I'm up late, I'm a night owl typically, so I will message if I'm up working. Sometimes I might even say like, hey, I know it's crazy late, but this is when I get stuff done while my kid's asleep or whatever, just to keep it lighthearted. But for the most part, I don't even address it. I just send it and they don't even see it till the morning. Sorry, and one other thing, if you guys have questions about host to post or what posts you should be sending to someone, I'll put a few of my favorites in the chat, but you may want to work directly with your upline because they may have a message like series that they want you to use, especially if you're new to host to post. I know we have some newer people on here. So if this is your first time really working host to post, make sure you reach out after the Zoom to your sponsor or upline and get some extra advice or guidance on what you should be sending people, because I know every team has different posts that seem to work well for them.
Front act, don't know how to act. Without no vouchers or no boosters, bringing nothing back. You should feel the impact. Shopping with plastic. When the sky's the limit and them haters can't get past that. Watch me as I gas that 4.6 range. Once again, anything change. Every time I switch lanes, it feels strange now. Making a living on my brain instead of cane now. I got the title from my mama, put the whip in my own name now. Damn, shit can change now. Running credit checks with no shame now. I feel the fame, come on, I can't complain no more. Shit, I'm the main now. In and out my own game. Pages out of New Jersey from Courtney B. Telling me about a party up in NYC. And can I make it damn right? I'll be on the next flight, pancake. First class. Sitting next to Vanna White. Come on. If you wanna go and take a ride with me, we three willing in the four with the goldies. Oh, why do I live this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and get high with me, smoke a L in the back of the Benz. Oh, why must I feel this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and take a ride with me, we three willing in the four with the goldies. Oh, why do I live this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and get high with me, smoke a L in the back of the Benz. Oh, why must I feel this way? Check. Yo, I know something you don't know, and I got something to tell you. You won't believe how many people straight out of the flow. Most said that I was a failure, but now the same motherfuckers asking me for dough. And I'm yelling I can't help you. Yo, Nelly, can we get tickets to the next show? Hell no. You for real?
Hey, yo, now that I'm a fly guy and I fly high, niggas wanna know why I fly by. But yo, it's all good. Range Rover, all wood. Do me like
like you should. Fuck me good, suck me good. We be them stud niggas, wishing you was niggas. Popping like we drug dealers, sipping Chrissy Bud Mackin. Honey in the club, me in the Benz, icy Chris, telling me to leave with you and your friends. So if Shorty wanna knock, we knocking the diss. And if Shorty wanna rock, we rocking the diss. And if Shorty wanna pop, we popping the Chris. Shorty wanna see the ice, then I ice the wrist. City talk, Nelly listen, Nelly talk, city listen. When I fuck, fly bitches when I walk. Pay attention, see the ice in the bliss. Niggas stir, know they diss. Honeys look, know they wish. Come on, boo, give me a kiss, come on. If you wanna go and take a ride with me, we three really in the four with the goldies. So why do I live this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and get high with me, smoke a L in the back of the Benzie. Oh, why must I feel this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and take a ride with me, we three really in the four with the goldies. So why do I live this way? Must be the money. If you wanna go and get high with me, smoke a L in the back of the Benzie. Oh, why must I feel this way? Must be the money. Must be the money. Must be the money. Must be the money. Must be the money.
All right, it's about time we get some winners announced for some of these prizes before I know some of you guys will probably be jumping off. Let me go ahead and do that.